Okay, I was gonna do that. Do you by any chance have Bane or something else? Or maybe I
No,
can use...
but I can
Oh,
try Fairy Fire, but that's always a bit of a chance.
actually, if you use well, one of us can use Bless and one of us can use Fairy Fire, or maybe I can cast Heroism on one of us.
Heroism, so I can help the
It's not gonna help much against this creature. Okay.
So we're gonna take out all the animals?
I think so. It gives us a better chance of survival. And they're expandable. I mean, they're basically imaginary animals. They'll puff away anyway.
True.
So
But it
if
will
they
make
get...
our chance of sneaking up on it a lot slimmer, I think.
Well, better than him sneaking... Well, it sneaking up on us. Or having no buffer zone in between him and me and us.
Well, okay. I'll take out the bag and start pulling animals, I guess.
Alright. So,
I'll do the same.
Okay. So just give me the numbers in just a second. I'll drag them onto the board.
Stacks, can you cast Bless at level 2?
Nope.
Then maybe I should cast it, because I can affect 4 people then instead of 3.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, so Theodore, you cast Bless.
Yeah, at level 2 to get all 4 of us.
Okay. My roll 20 is being very slow. Ooh, that is painfully slow.
By the way, as I pull out my first animal, which is a giant elk, can it even fit through the tunnels? In the hallways?
Well,
it's a large creature.
It should be able to squeeze through the door. Just it won't be comfortable if it stays there.
It's not that big.
Yeah, I think it's one size too big.
Yeah, that's still big though. Oh, come on. I'm just going to refresh my page. I don't know why, but it's being very, very laggy. Hopefully this will fix it.
Because if I notice it's being too big to properly fit, and I'm probably gonna walk down first before I throw out my second one. In case it's another giant elk, which it is. Or large creature.
Ah, bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, where's Snuggles?
We'll get Snuggles.
There we go. Sorry, I dragged him onto the map. Oh, he's on the other floor. Hold on.
Okay, that's much better. Not lagging for me now. Okay, so giant elk. What else did you get? So you got 8, 8, and 2.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah. So another giant elk and a giant rat. But like I said, if I notice it doesn't really fit, I'd probably head down first to make it sort of more easier.
Okay. Well, let's say you start with these three. The giant rat can scurry down easily enough, so the giant rat scurries down. Both of the elk, they look very, very confused and are very hesitant about going down this spiraling staircase, being a huge animal going down a narrow, winding staircase.
Yeah.
And to be honest, they don't actually fit. They can't physically go down the staircase. You could chop them up into pieces and then you could, but I imagine that's not the effect you were looking for.
What about the tunnel?
Yep, if you asked them to jump down the tunnel, they would. But that would get them taking 5d6 damage on the way down.
Not if I cast Featherfall on them.
That is true.
Then I assume you're riding a giant elk down the tunnel, feather falling when you hear the commotion?
I'm feather falling them if they jump down, sure.
You have to jump with them though. I feel that's the only option.
I'm fine with that, but I'll cast Sanctuary on myself before I jump with them, and I'll bind my eyes so I don't look at the monster.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I think I also used the bag of tricks. So that's 2 dire wolves and a boar.
Okay.
I don't think that fits.
You can have them all jump down and just
so was it
them at the
2
end.
dire walls? What was the last one?
A boar.
A boar.
It's turning into an airborne assault.
Yes, and Stax is right. You must fall with them. When you fall... Yeah.
Stacks. If you want, you can blast the creatures as well. Like 3 of them.
I'll leave the creatures be, but I do think I'll jump with the creatures.
And I tell a lie. Tell a lie. You can cast Featherfall on other people. It doesn't need to be. You don't need to fall with them.
Yeah.
It says choose up to 5 falling creatures within range.
Only 5? Okay.
At first level.
I can cast it twice. I mean, one set of them can go down, I cast Featherfall. The other set goes down, I cast Featherfall again. And join them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I should be down there with the animals first. I'm probably most sturdy at the moment. Ignis and Stella, will you just take the stairs?
Yes, that seems wise. Oh, it's crowded.
Yes, that seems normal.
Will you take the giant rat and the board with you?
Yes.
Okay, drag the giant rat and the giant boar down. At least you have room now. And who's going down?
So Stax is going to jump in with the first pack of animals, and I'm going to jump in with the second pack of animals and cast Featherfall on both packs.
Okay, let me just move these animals out the way for now. So I read from that Stello and Ignis are going down with the animals. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you two should be able to see yourselves over here. And this door just to the north is where you hear the sounds from. Okay.
By the way, I'll send Snuggles with Stalo and Ignis, because...
yeah, okay. So, who's going down first and with what?
I think I'm jumping with the wolves and
so you have 2 wolves and 2 elks. So you're going down with... What are you going down with?
Yeah, the 2 wolves and the 2 elks. And me, and I think Theodore's gonna featherfall me.
Okay.
True.
Okay, well, let's just get organized first, because this will be interesting.
It's already a mess and we haven't even started yet. Go Icebreakers.
Oops.
By the way, what I'm doing before we go down is use my Vigilance Blessing on Theodore.
One creature
What
advantage.
does that do?
Oh, nice. Advantage on initiative.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Now, we have the wolves act on 1 action, both elks on another action, and the rat
They're quick.
and the boar is there. Ah, look at that. Look at the boar. And Dazan says, I'll just sit this one. I'm no combatant. You guys got this. You guys got this. And what is going to initiate this crazy sequence? So who's blindfolded themselves?
Theodore.
Theodore.
Stellar.
Theodore and Stello. So,
Stax hasn't. She has her eyes behind the shield, but she's not blindfolded herself.
okay. So I got there
And
just
she
Theodore and
Just
Stello.
tells the animals, attack the creature down this tunnel.
Okay. All right. So, do you jump? Do you tell the creatures to jump before you? What do you do?
I tell the dire wolves to jump first, then I jump, and the giant elks behind me.
Okay, so the dire wolves jump down. The elks, goodness, jump down, and Theodore, I assume you bamp off a featherfall. Otherwise, it's going to be the world's best dyke.
Probably Stax is, by the way, going last, just in fear of having a giant elk land on top of her. Doesn't make sense.
Okay, so so I think that's right where we'll pick it up. So the wolves come gently landing down the elks, and then Theodore, and then it's game on. What do you do, Stella?
I guess try to open the door.
Okay, I'll let you reach through there. Yep, the door is open.
Let's see. Is it possible for me to squeeze by everything in there?
Yes, because you're all allies. You could get to that square if you like.
Okay, I'm gonna just aimlessly walk into the room, bump into
Actually-
the elks, try to...
Because there's elks here, because there's dire wolves, you make me an acrobatics check at disadvantage since you're blind to squeeze your way through there. It's just a bit too chaotic just to wander through. So you still want to go acrobatics at disadvantage. Oh, very good. You almost cartwheel through the elks. Yep. Blindfolded.
Slender old man. And I guess
you-
he's going to bonus action enter the starry form of the archer, stand next to where Stax thinks has landed, and well, try to listen to the sound of the creature and try to aim at it and shoot at it.
Okay.
That's disadvantage.
You're right next to it.
Oh,
16. Oh, 16 does hit.
wow.
Next level archer shit right there. Yep, very good. So blinded, squeezing through, cartwheeling, take a shot, and you hear a roar of disgruntlement from the creature. Is that your turn, Stella?
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay, now the dire wolf. is not blindfolded. And at the start of its turn, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Constitution. And... and it hasn't turned to stone yet, but it is restrained. It is unable to move, and you see it slowly clicking away into a stone. It's struggling. It hasn't fully turned yet, but it can't move. The other direwolf, Constitution saving throw. Oh, this one does make it. And it starts roaring and growling, but it can't actually get close enough to the thing to attack. The giant elk, they can attack, assuming they don't get restrained. So 2 saving throws. One of them fails, one of them makes it. Say this one over here. It's starting to turn into stone, but hasn't turned into stone yet. But is unable to attack. But this one tries to ram the creature. Boom. But it bounces off its hide. No damage done. Okay, Theodore.
I'll jump down and use Featherfall.
Ooh, you can get right there. Is the only space you can realistically get to.
You could actually turn off the lightning for the blindfolded people.
Interesting.
I'll just use my free action to ask Stacks what direction is it in?
Westerns.
I'll aim my bow at it and shoot twice.
At disadvantage for several
Yeah.
reasons. Oh, wow.
You and disadvantage.
Wow. That's
Nothing
amazing.
changed.
That is incredible. My goodness. So a 21 and a 26 at disadvantage. Yeah, thok, you hear the creature roar in discontent, ready to rip some things to thread, preferably you.
And as a bonus action, I'll recast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
And that's it. Oh, wait, Snuggles is next. Can Snuggles squeeze past everyone? There's probably no room in the...
No.
There's no room in the room.
No room in the room. That is correct.
Yeah, okay, then he'll just stay where he is and dodge.
Stacks.
As I see the effect this creature has on the elk and the direwolf, I keep my eyes averted, hiding behind my shield, and steady my shelf and swipe at it with my scimitar.
Okay. Yep, okay. Let's do that first. That's gonna hit regardless. As you are averting your eyes though, you can make me a Constitution saving throw, but at advantage. The Constitution saving throw at advantage. With your eyes shielded, but not fully. There you go, no problem. Alright.
If I notice this thing still having effect on me, I'm just gonna close my eyes until
Okay.
I hear it's dead.
The giant rat. Gonna try and squeeze in, see what's happening, because it was ordered to attack. Looks inside. And let's see. Not gonna be able to get in, but it's not smart. Doesn't know about these things. It doesn't. And it just scurries away over here. The giant boar does the same trick, looking for a way to squeeze in. Can't find one. Gets a glimpse of the basilisk. And dodges it as well. Okay, now the basilisk's turn. It's going to go after Theodore at advantage because Theodore can't see this coming.
But he needs to make a wisdom saving throw because I have sanctuary.
I forgot about that, but that's alright. It was an 8, so it can't attack that, so it's going to attack 1 to 3 as stacks. Yeah, it's going to attack stacks. Not with advantage. This bite attack. Oh, 24.
That hits, of course.
So 8 piercing and 7 poison. Okay. Now, Ignis, with the door open. I don't think you're... Were you blindfolded, Ignis?
I have my eyes closed. I don't see anything.
Okay. What do you do with your eyes closed? Like that.
Yeah. What can a bard do? I can sing some song. Some support song, basically.
Okay. Who are you singing? Who are you singing for?
For... okay. I don't know, Stello? For Stello. I'm giving Stello bardic inspiration.
Alright.
Thank you.
Got it.
And Theodore has it from before as well, so...
Good to know. Okay,
Yeah,
what instrument does Ignis
all.
use, by the way? What instrument does he use? What instrument does he use? A flute?
Lute, yeah.
A lute. Okay, very good. Okay, Stello, with your eyes still closed, hearing the dulcet tones from Ignis's lute, what do you do?
I feel inspired by the gentle music, and I try to take a shot at it again. So that's disadvantage, but with a D6 added to it.
D8. D8.
D8. D8. Okay. Ooh, nice.
So you take a swipe and it goes wide of this creature, but then you hear the beautiful music given by Ignis and it guides your blade and you hit. You wouldn't have hit if it wasn't for the inspiration.
Yay!
Ooh, nice.
So 5 radiant damage. Got it. That's your turn, Stella?
Yes.
Okay, so first wolf is going to make a constitution saving throw and makes it. Second wolf doesn't make it. Okay, so they're both restrained now, but they're both not stoned yet. The giant elk. Let's do the one that's already a little petrified. Constitution saving throw. Oh, it's fine. Oh, they're both fine. But only this one can attack. It's going to try and... What should be better? Gonna ram. It does hit. And comes up, gets it with its horn, throws it up in the air. The creature comes crashing down, and it stomps on it and turns it into mush. Falls to the ground. Dead. The old zoo tactic worked.
What's going on? It's so quiet here.
Is it dead?
Can we take off the blindfolds?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a peek.
Okay, let me turn those people back on who you before. Yeah, when you do open your eyes.
Is everyone okay? Anybody turned to stone? Anyone hurt?
Nah, feel okay, I think.
Just a scratch, but I'm okay.
Okay, I'm fine as well. Didn't get a scratch. This went well.
It was a nice
welcome.
tactic.
Would Stax know if any of the organs of a basilisk are actually useful? If the petrifying gaze can be harvested, basically.
Make me a nature check. So I'm just having to reload my page again. So what is your roll for your nature check?
20.
Not so much used, but certain alchemists would find it a useful ingredient. It would have some value.
In that case, I try to harvest it.
Okay, make a survival check.
Stello will assist.
Okay, with advantage.
And I'll quickly guide myself, because why not?
The old advantage guidance trick. So,
Wow.
okay. Just let me give vision back to those people who I took it off, because Roll20 is behaving for me now.
Okay, the other can see again.
There we go. So if you can't see, let me know. But it seems as if I fixed everybody. Okay. Yes, you do do a good job of harvesting the basilisk. Yes, absolutely. Use your pearl of power. It's not quite loading up from yet.
While we still have Bless and Sanctuary, should we go through the other rooms, see what's there?
By the time you harvest the basilisk, Bliss would have faded.
Oh, yeah. Stacks, can you maybe do that later? And can we go through the other rooms, see if any dangers are there?
I don't know. I think we should be fine. You're muted, Stax.
That's why. We'll be fine. And after I harvest it, I'm gonna walk to this door. Shall I take a peek inside?
You don't have Bless on them.
That's okay. I think I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. But I will give you resistance before you open the door. It's a cantrip.
I'm quickly gonna do guidance on myself and then quietly and slowly try to open the door and have a peek inside.
Okay.
Although I'm pretty sure the fight was pretty audible.
By the way, how
Yes.
long do the animals last? Like an hour?
Until
day.
the dawn.
But they die.
Oh,
They're just
Okay.
plain old animals now. Okay. So this appears to be some type of upside down bed chamber. The bed in this room is upside down on the floor. Its rotted blankets peeking out from underneath this disintegrating mattress. Mounted to the north wall is a tall, cracked mirror in a stone frame. And lying underneath two dirt clock windows is a partially crumbled, rime-covered human skeleton in the tattered sheet shreds of a nightgown. And kind of half the skeleton is kind of in the bed and half the skeleton is outside of the bed.
I'm gonna look around and see what I heard to find the thing that was making the ticking.
Okay, now that you know that with your rather useful perception check, you look and you see something on the half of the skeleton that's on the ground moving around just slightly. And it appears to be, you look at it and it's like something really, really small and giving off a very, very faint light.
I'm going to... It's just tiny, like a size of a ring, or even smaller.
Size of a ring, that would seem about right.
I'm gonna approach it, just look at it very closely, and what do I see exactly? Just
You see
something moving.
You see a tiny little ball of light.
I'll just remind Stax, in case you think it's dangerous, I do have Mage Hand. Remember how we got that gem that made you talk to us telepathically? We could do that again.
Okay, sure. If you could pick that up.
Okay, I'll cast Mage Hand and pick it up from a distance.
Yeah, what, sorry?
Could you?
The shining thing, I'll grab it with the Mage Hand.
Okay. As you see it, you grab it with a mage hand, and
Could you
It-
bring it in front of my eyes? I'd like to
Yeah,
get a closer
no
look
problem.
yeah, as you pick it up though, it vanishes from your sight completely, and you're not sure where it is. But the light's faded, and you don't see it. So as soon as you picked it up, it vanished. And I assume you can feel through your mage hand, because people pick locks and stuff with the mage hand, which requires some type of feedback. Yep, just slipped away from your grasp. You don't know where it is.
Okay, I'll tell Stax. It seems to have fallen off. It's not in my Mage Hand anymore. I don't know what happened. Do you see?
Did
Do you
it
see it
turn
anywhere?
invisible? Sorry.
I don't see it anywhere in here. I wanna. Estella, could you help me turn this bed over and see? Perhaps the skeleton holds a clue.
Yes.
By the way, Stax, are you still capable of detecting magic?
Yeah, I could cast a spell. Definitely.
Maybe that would help find it as well. If it was magical, you'll actually know where it is
True.
and sense anything else that might be in here.
But let's first get this. Just have a plain old look at this skeleton.
Sure.
Just give me 1 second.
I'll also send Snuggles in next to Stax just in case.
By the way, this item, did it disappear or did it turn invisible?
I tried to grab it. I know it moved, but then it's like it slipped out of the mage's hand, which is weird because it should be able to. So, not exactly sure how it got away from me.
Did I see it teleporting, or did I see it moving, or did it just turn invisible?
Oh, it just vanished. So it might have turned invisible, it might have plane shifted, all sorts of things. But it was there one moment, not there the next.
Okay.
Stella's gonna stump his leg on something and then he's gonna tap it a bit with his foot. There's something here, it's invisible and made of wood, I think. Feels like it. And I bend down and touch it.
You kind of use your hands to kind of trace out the shape of it. And it appears to be a chest. An invisible chest that you accidentally bumped your leg on.
Ooh.
Theodore, could you cast that spell on me in which I can detect or see invisible things?
Yeah, of course. Be happy to. And I'll cast See Invisibility on him. Her, sorry.
Okay. Two things. The thing that Stello bumped his head into is a chest. You can see it now plain as day. Whatever that light thing was, you detecting invisibility does not find it.
Okay. Well, I don't see that little orby thing, but there's definitely a chest over there. Let me see if it's locked. Or what's inside. I'm gonna approach it and check it for traps to see if it's locked.
Okay, we'll make a perception check. Well, it is locked. I assume you meant to say if it's trapped.
Yeah.
I'll
Yep.
guide her if she doesn't do it herself.
You look around closely and you don't appear to have noticed any traps. Okay.
Then I'll try to lockpick it.
Okay.
And I'll guide myself for this one.
All right. Yeah, it seems behind you, but then whatever is giving you the guidance from high above flicks you through into the next one. It was a DC 17, so no guidance, you would have done it. Now, you open up, and inside you see what appears to be an ancient leather-bound spellbook.
Okay. Do I see anything else? Perhaps a hidden compartment or...
No, it just appears to be the spellbook. There is a symbol on the spellbook, which I'll put in Discord. That's what the cover of the spellbook looks like.
See.
Do I recognize that symbol?
No, you don't.
Okay. Well, it's a spellbook. Not too much of interest of me, but maybe someone can use it. Now let's have a look at that wizard. Shall we flip the bet?
Yes.
Okay, you flip the bed.
If I look at the spellbook, would I know anything about it? Because I'm more of an arcane creature.
Are you picking it up to look at it?
With my mage hand.
Okay, sure. You reach out, grab kind of the spine of the book with your mage hand, lift it up, and disappears into dust.
Sorry, Stacks.
That's okay.
I really wanted to see what's in it. Why would it would your are you detecting magic yet? Did you
Not yet.
test it? Okay. Would you mind checking if you detect any illusion magic? This might not be real. I mean, everything turns to dust, which we know, like rings, and even if a book could turn to dust, a ring wouldn't, right?
Okay. If you can give me a moment, and I'll start ritually
Of course.
casting detect magic.
Okay, nothing unusual pings. I mean, you see the magical items of your companions. That's about it.
Okay. Well, now,
Okay.
finally check that wizard, and
Okay.
I wanna turn over the bed and see if I can spot anything of interest on the bones of the skeleton.
Okay, you look over the bed, under the sheets, check out the skeleton. It's a very old skeleton. There's no like flesh or anything gripping to it. It's very, very old. Apart from that, nothing much of interest. Excuse me, like you seem to be looting, which is fine. I don't disagree with, but you know, we really need to do this ritual now. So can you come through?
We're just making sure nothing is left unturned. Might be some instructions to use that ritual.
It's okay, but it's fine.
Well, why don't you guys go ahead with the ritual? I'll have another look around at the tower, just in case I see that little orb somewhere. As long as this, I can see into invisible things as well. I might spot something.
Of course.
Okay. So who is it? Stella, I think it was. Come on, I need your life spark.
Sure. Just a question. Do you know why would the people of East Haven burn your real self at the stake?
I don't know. Maybe did some type of crime. I'm not him. You understand? I'm just a copy of him. I'm not him. I'm good. As you enter the room, Stellis, you hear, and a babbly language comes out that you can't understand. And none of you know this language either. And Dazan looks at Stella and he shrugs. I don't know what it's saying either.
That's odd.
Yeah, it just sounded, or someone said it, or what? How did it happen?
Actually, what happened is, as soon as Stella entered, an illusion of a wizard appeared here, like very, very faint. You couldn't quite see it. And it says this stuff that you don't understand. It's like about 26 sort of distinct sounds, 26 words, if you will. Yeah. That was it.
Ignis, you have that language
Yeah,
spell. Could you
I
come
have
in there?
spell. I have spell, but can we trigger it again?
I'm not sure. Is it possible to... This illusion man, is it... Hello?
Can I investigate what triggered it?
Not from there, you can't.
Maybe it turns on the moment somebody walks into a room. We could.
You walk in and there's
Try
blah,
to do the
blah, 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 blah.
Alright, I guess that's a success. So I cast the spell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, it's not making the sound now.
I go out and back again.
Nothing.
Okay, someone come in here.
Maybe someone who hasn't come into the room
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Stacks,
Come here, come here.
What? Okay.
Just
what
come
do I
here.
do?
Just come in.
I step in.
And you do understand it. And this is what you hear, Ignis. I whispered it to you in Roll20, Ignis.
Alright, basically it's an advertisement for this guy's invention, which does exactly what the illusion of the dead wizard told us.
Do you know what language this is?
I have no idea, but I could understand it.
Yeah.
An advertisement.
Yeah, like he basically boasts about it, like how good he is, that he made this super cool invention, that it can make any illusion real. So that's it, nothing else. Like stand on the, what did he say? Like stand on the crystal disc or what, and voila, you have a real thing, not an illusion anymore.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna go upstairs, look for the glowing thing.
I sent you a
Good luck.
whisper, Stax.
I'll send Snuggles with him just in case.
Sorry, Stax, did you see my whisper there? I did whisper you something. Oh, no!
No.
Wait, no. Sorry, I sent it to the... Not to the right, Stax.
Okay. I was like, where should I see it?
It's engraved in your underwear.
Let's say Stacks 2.0. That's weird. Oh, I gotta whisper to David. There we go. There we go.
Okay. Just so you know, guys, this entire room it just radiates magic, and it's not so much the illusionary school, but more transmutation. So
Yeah, that's it. It takes illusion and transforms them into real things. So yeah.
Could I tell if that will actually do what he wants, or is it just for actual illusions?
Make an Arcana check.
Sorry, without advantage. Or rather, that was disadvantage, but still the same.
So looking around the room, as I said, there's various runes and inscriptions here, obviously designed to have designers, right, make illusionary things real. From studying and scratching your head and referring to notes, you notice a couple of things. Number one, the rune chamber can't produce magic items. So if you create an illusion of a vorpal sword, it just wouldn't work. It can't produce animated objects, like a gun, for example. It wouldn't be able to do that. Constructs like a golem or an undead, like a zombie, can't produce those type of things. With a 13, you know that what design is suggesting impossible, though there are some risks associated with it. And you look around, and some of the runes have been cracked a little bit, which further gives you a suspicion that this could go wrong, could go right. Design could have become a real boy, or it could go entirely wrong. This is a not predictable situation.
Would I know what kind of risks are involved?
Death to the design is a possibility. Temporary life is a possibility, or something could go really, really wrong and design could become something else entirely.
Can I tell anything about what would happen with the person who gave their life spark?
Not with a 13.
Can I use my DM's inspiration to reroll that one?
You can.
I will do it. And can I guide myself now that I know this in advance?
Sure. To study a little bit deeper. 15.
Much better.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same, unfortunately.
Okay. Would I know if we could use one of the animals we summoned as a source of life spark?
You're not sure?
Okay, but we can try.
Okay, Stello. So, hold my hand, and I'll stand under this golden disc, and we'll be good to go. Come.
I'm gonna try to reach out for him, but I'm looking at Theodore, who's studying the runes, and does everything look good, Theodore?
I mean, it is dangerous. It might actually result in what he hopes for, but it might kill him altogether. Also, I wouldn't be against using one of the animals to provide the life spark. I mean,
It needs to be a human, or a humanoid at least. Animals, no. It needs to be one of you people. Animals won't work. Nope. And this is the golden disc here.
Yeah, I don't know, Stalo. It sounds risky. Stacks. Actually, Ignis, could you maybe inspire Stalo just in case something happens so he can
Okay.
resist it better?
D8, you got it. I sing you
Yeah.
a song of how great inventor made a fortune, and you got inspired.
Okay.
Also, Stacks, if you cast Bless on him and I cast Resistance, he'll be able to resist whatever happens.
Stacks is sadly no longer in the room.
Okay. Then I'll cast Resistance on Stalo as well.
I'm going to enter the starry form of the dragon. Use up my last wild shape. Let's see, I still got my stone's endurance as well, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to step forward and enter the circle with Desan and shake his hand in the circle or what he expects.
And just before we do that, Stacks, with your detect invisibility, you head up to this level here. I mean, you see what you see.
Snuggles is following it with the instructions to defend him if anything happens. Just so we know.
Across as well. So what do you want to do, Stacks?
I'm just slowly searching through the rooms and trying to look for anything that was previously hidden, and especially the small glowing orb.
You don't see the small glowing orb. Over here, you do see a stone altar attached to the ceiling of this otherwise empty semicircular room, and an 8-pointed star is carved into the eastern face of the altar. Don't know. You don't see any magical glowing things. I don't know if you want to investigate that or carry on up. What do you want to do?
It was previously invisible.
The glowing object. No, the thing that you found that was glowing by the skeleton disappeared and was invisible.
Okay.
You don't see that, and I'm just saying that there's a shrine in here. I don't know if you want to investigate that or keep searching.
I only want to investigate things that weren't there before. So, if the shrine was previously invisible, then I would investigate it. But if it had always been there, then
It had always been there. I should have described this last turn, but it has always been there.
Okay.
There's a door here that is closed.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay, let me open that. Oh, you're walking through wall stacks.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Sorry.
So it's this one here. Like some effort has been made to arrange a contest of this upside down room into a functional table. There's a small stack of books, and lying on the table is a whirring amulet on a chain. And you look closely at the amulet, and if you look at the picture in Discord, it bears the same symbol on it.
Okay. In that case, I'm definitely gonna grab it.
Okay.
And then I'm slowly gonna. Was this the spot where the rope was attached in the hole, or
Yep.
how did I get?
Oh, you took the stairs.
I just took the stairs. Then I'm gonna go to the next level as well.
Okay. So I'll put you up here. No glowing invisible thing.
Just slowly.
Yep.
Going through these rooms.
Mm-hmm. No invisible things. Pretty much like you saw it before.
Okay, and then I'm gonna take the stairs again. This was the top floor.
No, there's one more floor above it, but the stairs are crumpled. You can't navigate these stairs now. You'd have to go up the rope.
In that case, I'm gonna go up the rope.
Let me drag you over to you. What the bloody hell's taking so long, Stacks? freezing my ass off here. You got the information we need?
Almost. The others are working on it. Did you by any chance see a tiny glowing orb pass here?
Sorry that I did not.
Okay, that's okay. Quickly gonna have a look around.
You look around all the previous rooms with your detect invisibility. Nothing.
And my detect magic also did not ping anything.
Nothing out of the unusual, no.
Okay, then that's okay.
Okay, now are the rest of you guys waiting for Stax to return?
I think we were about to, since you used the bardic inspiration and all.
I tell you what, let's work out the timing. Since you did use bardic inspiration, you have to use it within 10 minutes, right?
Oh yeah, that's okay. And my form lasts 10 minutes as well. So
Do you head back down,
Stax
Stax?
back down.
I'm gonna go back down. Yes.
Okay, so everyone is in here now.
If resistance wore off, because it only takes lasts a minute, I'll reapply it. It's a cantrip.
Okay, cool. I'll assume you
Then
time
I'll-
it when Stax comes back into the room.
In that case, I can do a guidance as well.
Okay. Whew. Okay, are you ready, Stello? Hold my hand.
Okay.
The Malacaran stands in there. You don't need to be there too, Stello. You can just hold his
Okay.
hand. Okay. So some not hard to tell. There's some weird ass magic happening here. Okay. Hello, since you're holding his hand, can you roll me a D100, please? A D100.
Oh boy.
Do we want high or low?
You see Dazan start screaming and writhing in pain. And then you see his skin almost start to melt, but then it reattaches to his face and his arms get shot out like a Christ on the cross, I guess, straight out to his sides. And you see his bones glowing through and his hands kind of blink in and out. And this continues through his body like bits of his ribcage appear, then flesh forms around it. And he falls out the sides and staggers, falls to the ground, says, "My God, I think it worked. Yes, yes, yes." And he starts jumping up and down for joy in a golem-like way. Oh my goodness, it worked. And you wanted high, by the way. So
No.
you had a
Do I feel
10% chance.
anything?
You had a...
Oh.
Oh yeah, yep. So he dances around and says, "Yes, yes, I'm real.
It's a bit of a Pinocchio moment.
And he goes around and starts poking at things. Says, "Yes, this is much better, Emma. Oh, wow, fantastic. Oh, well, thank you, Stello." And Stello, it was a weird thing to watch, but nothing seemingly as bad has happened to you.
Well, glad I could be of help, Dazan. Real Dazan, I guess now.
Yes. So,
How do you feel? Are you feeling okay?
yeah, I feel
Feel
great. I mean, there's a similarity, and I knew I was a copy, and I knew there's some things I couldn't do. Man, this is something else. This worked. Magnificent. So I don't know. Do you guys want to restart here? What? I think I owe you some information.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, he won't talk to Ella, so he'll have to give it to us, right?
Look, I'm feeling in a really, really good mood. Shall we get Velen down here and I can tell all of you at the same time?
Maybe we should just go up. Or are you attached to this place?
No, let's go. and he scampers up the stairs, climbs up a rope ahead of you, and gets back to Velen. I assume the rest of you guys are going?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me move you.
Stacks,
Down on top.
do we need to check any of the other rooms? Did we check everything?
I checked everything with my seen visibility. There was nothing of interest, just the altar and this amulet. Nothing appeared to be magical of nature, and I also did not spot the tiny orb again.
Okay, well, if you find anything magical that you need identified, just let me know when we have time.
I will.
What was it that you wanted help with? Can you remember?
The location of this Nas Lantomir, was it?
Nas Lantomir it was. Well, the first thing, Velen... sorry about before, Velen. Yeah, everything's good. I'm fine now. But Nas Lantomir is a human diviner. He tries to predict things that are happening before they actually happen. Likely to try and pry knowledge from others by reading their thoughts. Their weakness is that they're always looking ahead, always looking to predict the future, but they never look behind to learn from their mistakes. I know he has your orb, Velen. I don't know about this codicil of white. Don't know if he has that. Maybe he hid it, maybe he was searching for it. But I can tell you exactly where he went. But I don't think you're going to like it. He went to Ariel's abode, where Ariel herself lives. I'm not sure if that's too much for you, but he went to the abode of Ariel.
And where would that be?
In the sea of moving ice. If you head out into the ice and head in a northwest direction, you'll be sure to find it. It's not hard to miss. It's an island that's almost shaped like a snowflake. Trust me, once you see it, you will know it. The island does have a habit of moving around. So you guys... And bringing out the map. Somewhere in here. Did I drag you guys to the map? I did.
Yep.
It says search around there for the island that's shaped like a snowflake. And there you'll find Nas. There you will also find Ariel.
Have you ever heard of this island or been there? Do you know what we can
No.
expect there?
No, this is what Ness told me when he was here. He too was looking for a way to find a way into Yithrin. He figured maybe the codicil of white was there. So head there, you'll find the codicil of white and the orb, possibly Ness. And if you find the island, you'll definitely find Ariel.
Well, thank you for all the information. Enjoy your life from now on, and stay away from fire,
Stay
I
there.
guess.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
they won't like you in East Haven. They might just kill you in sight for avoiding being sacrificed to a reel or something like that.
You're right. I'll keep away from East Haven. That's a good idea. Would you like to rest up here before you head off? It's getting like about 2-3 p.m.
I feel pretty good. Each day is still young, and well, we have some pressing concerns at the Revel's End.
Well, that's kind of almost conveniently kind of heading that way anyway, right?
Indeed.
Are you staying here or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get my affairs in order, scavenge what I can, and then I guess head out into the world as a no longer a simulacron. I'm very excited.
By the way, I've never heard of this simulacrum spell. Is that something only the best of wizards can do, or?
Yes, it's a very high level spell. Basically creates almost like a backup copy of yourself.
So you are, well, the sun used to be pretty powerful. Do you have his powers now?
Yeah, well, I was kind of like him, but less. Like, I was not as strong as him. I spells, I think if I find a spell book and start memorizing them.
Yes, you might need that book, yeah.
Yeah, but I did see the book disintegrate. That's unfortunate, but let's see what I can. But I can go investigate the world. It sounds like you're heading off though. That's fine. But if you need a warm place to stay, feel free to take a rest here. But if you need to leave,
If I may, as a present to your newfound life, we do have a spellbook you could start with. I'll pull out Asterix's spellbook that we got when we were looking for Garrett on that mountain.
Yes, from the
Kelvin, on the top of Kelvin's cairn when we found the frozen body.
Oh, that's way back.
That is way back.
Yeah.
And Dazan, no longer Dazan Simulacron, but actually Dazan in ways that matter, I guess. The spellbook says, "Well, thank you. Yeah, feel free to stay." And he's just engrossed by this book, studying it. Yeah. He breaks off and is just absorbing as much information as he can from Brix's spellbook.
Hey, if you're bored and wanna people around you for protection till you find your spell, till you learn your spells, you wanna travel with us?
I don't know. Could you use a spellcaster?
Oh, definitely. We could use any able hand that we can that would join us and help out with ending this winter. Who knows? Maybe you'll end up a hero of 10 towns when we end this snow and cold and everything.
Make a persuasion check.
If he wants to work alongside Velen.
Yeah. Persuasion check, please. It's
Can I have advantage for giving him the book?
Sure, I think that's fair. Yes, you did give him a book. He's very friendly towards you for that reason.
Begging is not beneath me.
Yes, absolutely, I can. I just need to get some cold weather gear, and we can be off. Velen glares at you, Theodore. You can't trust him.
Well, we'll find that out. But considering where we're going, we need any help we can get. So maybe could you maybe just try to get along, or at least stay out of each other's way?
I didn't have a problem with him. He had a problem with me. That makes me incredibly nervous.
No, children, let's not fight. We're all in this together, are we not?
I just can't help but being a dad. Design is just
and-
just ignoring this conversation. He's frantically running around grabbing stuff. I gratefully accepts
I'll-
the cold weather gear.
Yeah, we have snowshoes and cold weather clothes and everything. So, and if while he's running around, I'll fix the snowshoes so he gets this. I'll use the screws and the nails on the bottom of them to give him a little protection from slipping as well.
Fantastic. While you mentioned that, Stello, Villain says, well, it's great that we know where Nass went, but how the hell are we going to get into the middle of the sea of moving ice?
Well, we have this friend, Anjanuk. It or she is a awakened great whale with a air bubble on its back that allows people to ride it. We've become acquaintances, or perhaps even friends, I hope.
Well, that would be most advantageous. If what you say is true, then we can not only we can travel under the ice to save some time much easier than a ship. So if you have these connections, fantastic. Okay, but I guess we're on our way to. While I would prefer, perhaps we can deal with your situation later on, Stello.
Get him out of the prison on the way back from the Sea of Moving Ice.
That would be my
And then
suggestion. I do want my orb back.
That seems preferable. I wouldn't want a murderous Grey Dwarf tagging along for this kind of adventure.
Sorry, murderous Grey Dwarf tagging along?
We're getting Sagrok out of Revel's End and taking him to Sunlight. So if
I
we
see.
take him first, then
I understand, yeah. But the balance is, well, that's a good point. If we get him from Revel's End, we have to come all the way back to the Dwarven Castle and then back to this whale friend of yours.
Indeed. And Aurel's abode should be right next to, or easy to get to from Revel's End and back. So we could get to Angajuk's Bell and get to Aurel's abode, then ask if Angajuk can take us to Revel's End, and well, from there we could head back to Sunlight. And from there we, well, see what happens. I think much depends on what happens at Aurel's abode.
It's a good plan. Should we try to reach Kerkonik today and sleep over there, or should we just try to spend the night somewhere outside? I think Ignis has that comfy dome that he can put up.
Yeah,
So
I can.
We don't have to go to Kerkonik. We can make a straighter line for the Sea of Moving Ice.
That's true.
Okay, so let's make use of whatever sunlight is still out there and try to get some miles in, a few miles closer to the sea, and see what happens.
Okay, so you leave the lost spire of the Netheril.
And we pick up Shrubby on the way.
Yep, of course. And let me just show you a neat... Actually, we'll do it this way to be easier. Take it back to the spire, just quickly. And I'll just reveal the entire map to you because it's some pretty cool art. It kind of explains how the spire fell.
Ooh.
Like, if you look over here, that's how the spire was when the Netherese ruled the world. And now if you look over here, you see it's kind of upside down and broken. So, probably flung a long way and daggered into the earth. So, thought that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Okay, so, with with Villain's Hellhounds in tow, with a new companion, a magic user called Dazan, which you haven't had since Edward went wandering all those sessions ago. But you head off. Yeah. You get to about there, and
We still
Theodore.
have our.
Mhm.
We do have our elks and direwolves and everyone with us, right?
We could probably just send them off into the wilderness and live a life and live a day in as true animals.
Or they could protect us.
I mean, with the wolf, with the boar, and the other thing that you had, yes. Explain to me how you're going to get these things up the stairs.
Oh yeah,
Well,
they're stuck down there.
the elks.
I agree. We could just say I asked the wolves to have a day of feasting and lock the door and leave.
Okay, the wolves eventually take down the elks. The wolves are satiated for a while, but eventually the wolves are going to starve to death.
Well,
But,
they
Just
vanish
gonna
in,
disappear.
they
did
vanished
they?
the next morning.
Yeah,
Was it? Oh, is it just a 24-hour thing? I didn't know that.
yeah, they should
Oh,
vanish.
Okay, well, there we go. You can, if you have them feast on the elk, if you like. But yes, I thought they hang around indefinitely, but so I was wrong. Theodore, can you roll me a d20, please?
Will do.
Interesting. And as I say interesting, why don't we take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll see what is interesting about a 12.
Famous last words. Interesting.
Okay, see you in
Be
5
right
minutes,
back.
guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is indeed how you spell it, Dazan.
Thank you.
And you travel. I mean, as I said, it was getting towards the end of the day. You get about here. You get to just to the other side of the lake, and you set up camp for the night. You want to explain to me how you set up camp, please?
We just get together and I cast the spell, and it creates impenetrable dome around us, which has very comfy atmosphere inside.
You probably cast it as a ritual, right?
Well, I can cast it as a spell because when we have a long rest, I get it back, so I don't care.
No, I mean just in case anything attacks in the
Well,
night.
if
so
something
if you
attacks, it cannot get inside, so we can watch it from the inside.
Might kill the dogs, though.
It's pretty big. We might get the dogs inside as well.
Maybe
Might-
the Zan walks in his sleep and dispels domes.
No. If you go outside, just stay outside, but it's not dispelled. Goodbye. Okay.
No, I meant it can be dispelled with dispel magic, correct?
Yes, it can.
I'm okay.
Okay,
They will be
Never
evil.
mind. It's fine.
Okay, and what's the radius of the dome? It's 20 foot?
10, I think. We're
Yeah,
just
10.
barely able to squeeze in.
Okay. It's a 10-foot radius dome. Oops. Okay. I think it says in the spell description the limit of the amount of people you can put in, correct? I think it's 10?
No, you can fit in as many creatures as fit in.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
sorry. 9 creatures of medium size. I'm sorry, I found it now.
Okay, well, you
9
have
creatures.
eight, including Villain and Dazan, and Shrubby and Snuggles.
Wow, we are
Snu-
a bunch already.
If we're running out of space, Snuggles can stay outside.
That space. Okay, and are you setting up watches?
Stax is probably taking the first 4 hours.
Okay.
Or the last 4 hours.
So should we just do it like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Seems right.
Sure. And Snuggles will be there to support whoever's on watch
Okay, so
all
Snuggles.
night.
Let me just roll a d6. So Stello and Theodore, your watch goes uneventfully. Stax is when you're by yourself, it also goes uneventfully. And during that time, Villain is very quiet when she kind of takes turns as well. But Dazan just keeps on babbling and fascinated about his new life. He's very excited, and he's very meticulously studying the spell book as well. He says, "Oh, if something happens, I can do all sorts of things. Oh, look, nature, I'm a magic missile," and he's just babbling along. But on the final watch, which was, lost it. Was it Ignis and
Stacks.
Stax.
even without a perception check, you hear some loud, very heavy footsteps. And the wolves outside, they start rousing, and it looks as if they're going to start barking. What do you do, Ignis and Dex?
Ignis, prepare the others, wake them. I'll go outside and check it out.
All right.
And I'll sneak outside.
Make me a stealth check.
$17.
So the snow is coming down, which is almost working to your advantage. In fact, let me drag you over to here. So there you are. I don't have a useful token for Dazan, so he doesn't look like a devil, but this is Dazan. So just bear with me. I'll get a better token for him. But these wolves are scampering around. That they can hear. I mean, everybody notices now this big thumping sound. And Stax, it seems to be coming from over in this direction. Do you want to head over there?
Yeah.
Can't quite see anything yet, given the way that the snow is falling.
How far can I see?
Oh, wait a minute! You have your devil eye thing, don't you?
Yeah. Well,
How far does that go?
So
300
we can't
feet.
see what's approaching. We can just hear it.
But Stax, you can see it. What you see, Stax, is pretty much this. And it's heading in your direction. A massive giant riding on top of a massive mammoth. That's heading in approximately your direction.
how far away is it now?
It's that far away.
Okay. The first thing I'm gonna do is quickly run back and use my Eyes of Night.
Uh-huh.
So everyone gets the dark vision.
Up 10
By the way,
creatures. I think,
Stax.
yep.
What
By the way,
leads-
Stax, I used that in the when I had control of your character. I used it in the Lost Spire. So yeah,
I've
I think
already
I
had
might-
my long rest.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry.
Then I say, just point it out, and then quickly gonna run over here, stealthily.
Okay, cool. So that's what Stax is doing. Cool. Since you've informed everybody, make me another stealth check from over there, Stax. Okay.
Oof.
Oof. I love that sound. Okay. What's Garish? What's Garish? Garish? Oh, sorry. I've prepared this
No.
before. Garish,
He's far away.
sorry.
He's far away.
Too soon. Too soon. Ignis. There we go. What's Ignis doing?
I don't know.
You just-
We
you
haven't
stay-
had longer rest, right?
Yes, you and Theodore, I think it was. Oh, you and Stax. Sorry, let me look. What's the last year? Stax and Ignis. Stax, you've had a... No, you everybody's long rested. You're on the last
Okay.
watch. Everybody has had a long rest.
No.
Okay, so what's Ignis doing? Well, you can see it now with the gift of sight from Stax. What do you do?
I sneak out as well.
Okay, so make me a stealth check. And okay, so 12. Okay, and whereabouts are you hiding on the map? Like in these trees, behind this log. Okay,
Yeah, in those trees.
cool.
I
Theodore,
believe that also means the dome fades.
was it Ignis? Yep. Do you still want to do that, Ignis?
Well, we don't need a dome anymore, do we? Or do we need a dome?
I mean, we can stay until we assess the situation.
Okay, then I just stay. I don't do anything. Sorry.
Okay, so I thought it was Theodore
I
that
just stand
cast the
there.
dome.
I just stand there and stare.
Theodore
I will stay inside the dome.
and Stello.
Stella is gonna, let's see, get out and try to calm the dogs, I guess.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Yeah, make an animal handling check. 15. You managed to calm the dogs down a little bit. They're not quite barking and yelping as much as you can now, but you're struggling to keep control of them. Hopefully keep them quiet as this massive thing passes. You can either stay outside and calm them down more, but if you go back into the dome, they might start losing it. What do you do?
Try to stay hidden and try to calm them.
Okay.
When I see him do that, I'll ask Vela, could you come with me? I can put up another dome and hide you and your wolves in there. Basically, what I want to do is like get in the middle of the wolves if she gathers them around, and I use the Chewinga's charm to put up another tiny hut to protect the wolves, and they won't be hurt from inside. And Stalo can then return to the first dome.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can I re-enter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The only thing is Ignis cannot leave. Well, he can, but she
Okay.
can, but
Yeah.
okay. So Theodore.
Yeah, that was my plan, and I'll make my dome like white, snow white, so it looks
Yeah.
like
I assume-
violet snow.
Both of these are Snow White, and I'm gonna ask you to make an animal handling check from in there now, as Stello has left. She did cast a very odd dome around them.
I actually invited Vela to come with me for that reason, so she can handle the wolves.
Okay, so what I'll do is going to have Valen then make an
Vala, sorry.
animal check at advantage. What's animal handling? Is it charisma?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. So with advantage, she rolls a dirty 20. So the animals definitely calm down. With that, this massive mammoth with an even maybe with a massive. No! My computer froze.
Well,
Can you guys hear me?
if it, yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, my-
That's what you get for playing in a frozen setting.
yeah, my computer freezes.
10 towns were so cold even your computer froze.
Oh man, it's odd because I can obviously I'm using Discord on the computer and that's obviously working because you can hear me, but everything else is frozen.
We can wait till you restart if you need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I think. Okay, resetting computer. I'll be back in however long it takes. Sorry about this, guys, but I'll be back.
No
worries.
No worries.